Alright, so months and months and months ago, I bought like a new bike because, I wanted a new bike, especially when I can't really go out anywhere. It wasn't until today that I realized that it was a women's bike. No one told me. It didn't have a label on it. I didn't know there was a difference. Now I got a regular men's bike though, so. What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to Nektar with their song A Tab in the Ocean off of their album, A Tab in the Ocean, released in 1972. This is another one of those bands and songs that has been requested by you guys so many times throughout the past months, probably throughout the past year or so. And I'm finally happy to listen to them. I've had them on my list forever, as I've had like a bunch of other bands and artists. By the way, one of the most exciting things for me, and I'm sure that you guys feel the same way, is as much as this band has been requested, I have no idea what they sound like. I don't know exactly what their genre is. I'm assuming prog. But I have no idea and no expectations on what they're going to sound like at all, and that is so exciting. Like when I listen to Yes, even if it's a new song, I have a general idea of, what I'm going to be getting. And bands like that, both a new band, I have no idea. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoy the video. Of course, I want to know your thoughts on the song. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. Of course, you can make donations to the channel, but you don't have to. I'd rather you just at least enjoy the video. You can press a like button and a share button and all that stuff, but, watch the video first. Let's do it. This is A Tab in the Ocean by Nektar. I like the way they spelled it, too. Had to make sure the ocean sounds. There was nothing else on the end of that. All right, you know what that felt like? You guys remember Choose Your Own Adventure books and stories? Where like, it would be reading it and you like choose a certain path to go down and you make certain choices and you turn to that page and then you read that. I felt like this song, A Tab in the Ocean, was a choose your own adventure piece, but they chose every single option. Chose every path to explore, and overall, I think it comes together pretty decently. So I said at the outset that I didn't know what I was going to be expecting from Nektar as a whole, but also from this song. So one thing I didn't expect was the song to, first of all, have just so many passages of music. It felt cavernous, really, just like a big cave system of connected passages. But also I didn't expect it to be so heavy in a lot of the moments, which I thought was really cool because it kind of had this almost psychedelic space rock kind of sound to it. But like it was really dense in certain parts, but then at certain moments it would open up, kind of like being in a cave. It's claustrophobic in certain parts. It's a little bit compact, but then you'd like exit one of the holes and all of a sudden the whole thing opens up. I felt like that with this song. Like it was closed and then was open. Also, by the way, that is like a really cool album cover. I think that is like, if I saw that album cover in a record shop, immediately I'd pick it up. Besides the ocean sound effects that opened and closed the song, I really like this big classical-like kind of opening that we got, and that constant pace of the bum 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 bum, and then every once in a while go bum 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 bum, kind of giving you this really epic, grand sounding opening, like a grand opening to a store, before it kind of settled, and I use that term loosely, into the main groove of this song. Of course, the guitar is providing that main drive of the riffage, but if you really listen, I mean, it's really the bass that's also providing that rhythmic groove, but the keyboards are doing a lot of that work. The keyboards played by Alan Freeman. He provides a lot of what I would say is the backbone to this song. It may not always be the most obvious, it may not always be the most like in your face thing, but he's always present and he's always doing something in the song, and he's really kind of spicing up this soup that we have. And then it breaks into this gallop right here, where the bass is just galloping, the drums are just doing the same thing, and then it warps and shifts into this. That guitar right here, this is good. Guitar played by Roy Albritton, who's also doing the vocals, which I really like his vocals. They have this kind of like gothic kind of tone, actually. When I was listening to that, when it first broke into that section, it felt very gothic. The way that the guitar is just kind of weeping, and of course, like I said, the organ and the bass are just kind of like spooky. Not spooky, but like they have a haunting kind of melody going on. And then the vocals just kind of drift on top of that and throughout. And his vocals remind me of someone, but I cannot remember who. Like I could hear it the whole time. I'm like, who does this sound like? And it's just to make a comparison, but I don't remember who. But it sounds like someone. I like it though. I like it. I like that powerful kick jump repeated there. Ooh, I like that. That gives it almost a little bit of like a metal-ish edge, but a very like hard progressive edge, if anything. Maybe not quite going towards metal, but at least like looking at it. The drums by Ron Howden though, yeah, percussion-wise, not only did he keep momentum going in this song through all of its changes, through all of its multifaceted musical directions, but he created the momentum. He created that drive that really kept this song going and made it sound so good as it was going. And then here the vocals become unfiltered, and now we get to hear Roy's pure voice as he comes out, breaks out of that shell. And this is a really powerful moment in the song, and there's a lot of those. But I really like when the song, like I said before, it opens up, the music rises, the vocals especially come out, but then the guitar and the bass do the same thing. They just have this really strong rhythmic action that's going on. Now this is cool, okay? That riff right there. It's so dark, it's so gloomy, but at the same time, it's very peaceful and a little bit, I don't want to say relaxing, but it feels good. It has this hypnotic sort of quality to it. And the same thing throughout that section, which is absolutely phenomenal. We still get the organ in the back, still providing that ambience, that almost like light. It's something so you wouldn't notice it right away, and it doesn't have weight to it. It's almost like a light and colorful air and a mist that just kind of passes along in the background of the song. But that keyboard and organ is also riffing along with them, especially in that moment, which makes it that much more powerful when they break into the bum 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 bum. And they have a lot, and they have a not a lot, they have a lot of those hits throughout the song, and it almost sounds like orchestral hits, like bum bum bum, like those, like all the instruments collide. It kind of lends itself to a little bit, not totally, but at least in idea and in essence, a symphonic kind of vibe with the song. Eventually it breaks off of that riff and harmonies come in. That bass is just grooving in this song. Listen to how it's just moving. Guitar eventually coming in as the chaos is brought back in. And not only is the chaos brought back in, but it evolves and it grows and it thrives. And then after that whole momentous section, we kind of break into something still keeping fast tempo, but kind of lightening things up a little bit, allowing you to breathe a little bit. And that's kind of what I'm getting with this song, is that's what I meant. Like, it is multifaceted. It is like a pure diversion fest, okay? Like, that you're gonna listen to the 16, 17-minute song and you're gonna get from point A to point B. We know this. It's like you're on a road trip. But along that road trip, you're seeing billboards and signs, and you're like, oh, let's go see the wax museum. Oh, let's go see the biggest rubber band ball, or something like that. And that's what I feel like this song. Like, it has so many just little moments that, are they always flowing together well? I would say yes. I think that they do actually transition really well in all of those moments. On a first listen, for me, it's a little bit too much, but this is a first listen, Maybe upon repeated listens, it'll work even better. But on first listen, I definitely enjoyed what I heard of the band. I definitely enjoyed this song. It was a lot going on, and there were a lot of changes throughout, when I would have liked it to become not necessarily more focused, but maybe stayed on a few parts a little bit longer. But it's a small pet peeve, and it's a small complaint on an excellent song. The lyrics: climb aboard imaginary waves of thought beneath the veils of bluey green. Armored horses with sparkling sunset eyes give a passing glance. Funny creatures with funny plastic lives. Purple thrones are set in deep disguise. Neptune's world lies around us. Okay. Or Neptune's world around us lies. Okay, so obviously from the song and the album title, but also from the lyrics, I'm getting the idea of being on a ship in the middle of the ocean. Wake up and take a chance, climb aboard. Life is changing the ocean's floor. The time is near when nothing's clear, nothing's left. Taste, touch, and find what it is, what that's in your mind. Truth can be yours, so let it come, just like it did before. Night turns into day, minds step out to play in the sun. Forever this feeling will be yours, a feel you cannot ignore. It's the one you've waited for, it's the one you've seen before. So, I gotta be honest, I don't exactly know what it is it's talking about. I was kind of following along, I like the ocean imagery, kind of being stuck in the middle of the ocean. Maybe not stuck, but just being in the middle of the ocean. Maybe it's maybe it's kind of talking about just kind of being lost and the feeling of being around the water. Or maybe a tab in the ocean is talking about taking a pill that you found in the ocean and what you're seeing now. I don't know, it's a poetic way of talking about movement, not only physically, but also mentally. Just personal movement, looking ahead and being where you've been before and experiencing that. Like I said, lyrics, I actually do like the lyrics, even if I don't really know what they're talking about. Because of how well they fit in with the music, which, like I said, I enjoyed the song as a whole. It's not immediately a favorite, and I'm not immediately in love with it, but I'm definitely curious and interested in more. And I know another song from them that you guys had recommended was Remember the Future, part 1 and 2. So maybe we'll take a look at those as well in the future. Of course, I would love to know what you guys thought of the song. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. For those of you who have been waiting for this one, I'm happy to finally bring it to you. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed anything in here, please definitely like it. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more. And if you haven't already, you can donate, like I said, but you really don't have to. I'd rather you just just enjoy the content and enjoy the videos. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Bye.